The Pilgrims' Progress by John Bunyan. Where was John Bunyan born? Elstow. In which year was John Bunyan baptized? 1628. Which subject was taught in Bunyan's grammar school? Latin. During which war was Bunyan drafted into the militia? Civil War. Which king was executed in 1649? King Charles I. What is the title of Bunyan's spiritual autobiography? Grace abounding to chief of sinners. Which law banned non-conformist preaching in 1661? Clarendon. In which year was Bunyan first imprisoned? 1661. How many years did Bunyan spend in prison? 12. Which book made Bunyan famous? Pilgrims' Progress. In which year was part 1 of the Pilgrim Progress published? 1678. Who became King of England in 1685? James II. Which book was found alongside the Pilgrim's Progress in homes? The Bible. Which religious group influenced Bunyan's belief? Puritans. What was the period between 1649 and 1660 called? Interregnum. Which year is the publication of Grace Abounding to the Chief of Sinners? 1666. What is the original title of the Pilgrim Progress? The Pilgrim's Progress from this world to that which is to come. In which language was the Pilgrim Progress written? English. In which year was Volume 1 published? 1678. In which year was Volume 2 published? 1684. What is the genre of the Pilgrim Progress? Allegory. What type of text is the Pilgrim's Progress? Religious text. Who narrates the Pilgrim Progress? John Bunyan. What narrative perspective is used in the Pilgrim Progress? First person. In which tense is the story narrated? Past tense. In which tense do the characters speak? Present tense. Who is the main character of the Pilgrim Progress? Christian. Where is Christian traveling to? Celestial city. What kind of journey does Christian undertake? Religious. What does Christian gain throughout his journey? Wisdom. Who follows Christian's example in Volume 2? Family. What does Christian's outward journey represents? Growth. Which literary form does the story resemble in character? Dialects. Drama. Which city symbolizes heaven in the book? Celestial city. What is the main theme of the Pilgrim Progress? Faith. Who is the protagonist of the Pilgrim Progress Part 1? Christian. Who is the protagonist of Pilgrim Progress Part 2? Christiana. Who is Christian's wife? Christiana. Which city does Christian leave the beginning of his journey? City of destruction. Who accompanies Christiana on her journey? Mercy. Who is the Christian's friend and fellow pilgrim? Faithful. In which town is Faithful killed? Vanity Fair. Who becomes Christian's companion after Faithful death? Mr. Hopeful. Who wants Christian to leave the city of destruction? Evangelist. Who guides Christiana and Mercy on their pilgrimage? Great art. Which character symbolizes the devil? Apollyon. Who is the evil prince ruling Vanity Fair? Beelzebub. Who tempts Christian with worldly wealth? Demas. Who represent arrogance and excessive pride? Pride. Who is the gatekeeper of the wicket gate? Mr. Goodwill. Which character discourages Christian from his journey? Mr. Worldly Wise Man. Who is knight-like protector of Christiana? Great art. Who tells Christian that his city will be destroyed? Evangelist. Through which gate must Christian pass for salvation? Wicket gate. Where does Christian first get stuck on his journey? Slough of Despond. Who persuades Christian to take a dangerous detour? Wise man. Who shows Christian allegorical scenes and artworks? Interpreter. Who gives Christian new garments? 3 shining ones, angels. Which palace does Christian visit after the cross? Palace Beautiful. Who frightens Christian near the Palace Beautiful? Lions. Who fights Christian in the valley of humiliation? Apollyon. Which dark and dangerous valley does Christian pass through? Shadow of death. Who becomes Christian's companion after the valley? Faithful. Who joins Christian and faithful for a while but only talk about faith? Talkative. Who is executed in Vanity Fair? Faithful. Who becomes Christian new companion after faithful's death? Hopeful. Which silver mine tempts Christian and hopeful? Lucre Hill. Who captures Christian and hopeful in Doubting Castle? Giant Despair. Which beautiful region do Christian and hopeful reach before the celestial city? Beulah of land. Which dangerous and almost make them fall asleep? The enchanted ground. Which river must Christian cross to reach the celestial city? The river of death. Who accompanies Christiana on her journey? Sons. Which young friends joins Christiana on her pilgrimage? Mercy. Who is appointed as their protector and guide? Great Auth. Which gate do they pass through for salvation? Wicket Gate. Which house do they visit for spiritual guidance? Interpreter. Whom does mercy marry? Matthew. Which giant does Great Auth behead? Maul. Who joins the group after the valley of the shadow of death? Honest. Which town offers them a warm welcome instead of persecution? Vanity Fair. Which giant is slain by the pilgrims in Doubting Castle? Despair. Who becomes their new companion on the enchanted ground? Stand fast. Identity. Identify which of the streets are paved with gold in Pilgrim Progress? Celestial City. Who was the chief lord of the Vanity Fair? Beelzebub. Identity. Who is Christian's eldest son? Matthew. Identity. The fate of ignorance is Bunyan. Pilgrim Progress. He discovers the way to ill. As I walked through the wilderness of the world, opening line of Pilgrim Progress. Who is alive in the city? Carnal policy, a town in Pilgrim Progress. Mr. Worldly Wise Man. Knowledge gained through travel. The above praise relates on the theme of Pilgrim Progress. Which is the first obstacle faced by the Christian on his progress? Slough and despond. Identify who keeps Christian's head above water in the river of death. Hopeful. Who is the character is not involved in part 1 Christian's journey? Good Auth. Discretion, piety, charity and prudence are dashed from Pilgrim Progress. Mistress of the Palace Beautiful. In Pilgrim's Progress, Apollyon's skin is covered with dash. Scales. Who is the man of whitely look and rescued from the hands of the giant Sally Goodby Great Auth? Feeble mind. In Pilgrim Progress, Bunyan commanded a good effective style of simple and strong, muscular and great affectations. In the Delectable Mountains, Christian is entertained by dash. Shepherds. Pilgrim Progress regarded one of the dash Christian allegory. In Pilgrim's Progress, who lived in the city of destruction? Named Pliable. Bunyan wrote nearly dash titles in the Pilgrim Progress. 60 titles.